Yo, what's going on with y'all? It's your boy NeohXO, and I'm back with another video. So today I'm going to be talking about Black Clover episode 147. So before we get into the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're not already. And with that being said, let's get right into the video. So this episode starts off with Dazu and the Devil Believers heading over to the border of the Clover Kingdom so that they can head over through the strong magic region into the Spade Kingdom. Now, Asta, Magna, and Noelle have spotted them, but the problem that they are facing is Magna, Noelle, and Asta cannot receive any orders because they're too far away to get any orders. So Magna decides to leave, and he actually goes to get in contact with Yami. He asked Asta and Noelle to stay put, but we know that Asta is very hard-headed. So what ends up happening is Asta is running as fast as he can to catch up with Dazu, and Noelle kinda was hesitant at first because they were told to stay put by their senior. At the end of the day, Magna is their senior and they were told to stay put, but Asta has a very hard head, and I said this before, Yami, it's a very good thing that he ended up in Yami's squad because Yami knows how to pretty much get Asta under control whenever he has these type of moments. So he's running as fast as he can to catch up with Nero to save her from Dazu and the Devil Believers. Now, Noelle sees this and she takes it upon herself to help out Asta. We know that she's there to protect Asta at any cost. She has a crush on him, so she's gonna help him out. And instead of him running, she actually offers to give him a ride using her Valkyrie armor. I'm really impressed with Noelle. She's come a very long way, and so it's really nice for us to see Noelle just casually using her Valkyrie armor. That's really nice to see, and she looks amazing whenever she has Valkyrie armor on. Like, I really enjoy that, you know, transformation, that form, whatever you want to call it. So Asta hitches a ride with Noelle and they fly to Dazu. Now, this episode was very dialogue heavy, so once Asta and Noelle catch up to Dazu, they have a bit of a dialogue exchange. Dazu basically goes and tells Asta why she feels the way she does, and of course Asta can relate because Dazu's backstory has to do with her not having a lot of mana, and of course Asta literally has no mana at all, so Asta relates. But the thing about Dazu is, I don't know if you guys will agree with me here, but I definitely think Dazu is crazy because, you know, she's kind of taking things to an extreme, kind of like the Eye of the Midnight Sun. There's no need to take things to the extreme. She's literally trying to go to the Spade Kingdom in order to get the devil's powers to enact revenge on the Clover Kingdom because she always felt like an outcast. I think that's a bit extreme. And to, you know, provide further evidence to my point, Asta went through a lot worse because he doesn't have any mana, but he turned out a lot better. So Dazu definitely has some mental issues that she needs to get worked out, and Asta might be able to talk some sense into her, but that's yet to be seen. It's definitely interesting to see how many people actually were willing to follow Dazu in order to help her achieve her goal. This just goes to show how much the dynamics of the Clover Kingdom, how deep the dynamics of the Clover Kingdom actually goes, because this is a lot of people who felt the same way that she does. They feel hopeless in this world, in this kingdom, because they don't have enough mana to be looked highly upon. So since they can't be looked highly upon, a lot of the times they're looked down upon, and this gets to a person mentally. So while I do think Dazu is extremely crazy, I understand where her frustration comes from. I just don't think that that was the best course of action that she could have possibly done in that situation. So most of these people are willing to worship devils because they're just so fed up. So I can kind of see where they're coming from. There are some people who worship the gods in this series, and it makes sense that the opposite is going to be true also. There's going to be people who worship the devils. A big part of this episode was the fact of Asta actually having conversation with these people. I do believe that Asta could have taken them on, considering they don't have that much mana, and considering he's such a physical threat. Like, even without his grimoire, I do believe he could have taken them on. Asta decides to submit and turn himself into the devil worshippers, the devil believers, and they're gonna go attempt to head through the strong magic region. Now, Captain Yami and Magna came at the exact right moment, and I don't see these people going any farther in their plan. Captain Yami is absolutely not going to let Nero get away from him a second time. We know that Captain Yami loves his squad members, and he's not going to let Nero get away from him a second time. So I don't think that they would have made it through the strong magic region in the first place, but it doesn't even look like they're going to be able to make it to the strong magic region at all, because it looks like Captain Yami is here to put a stop to it, and that's where the episode ends off. Pretty good episode. I enjoyed it, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. So if you did, please leave me a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. As always, it's been your boy NeohXO, and I'm out.